I'm on my way to a very special dinner party. The 4 people I'm about to meet are all London property millionaires. And on the menu tonight, a debate about the mansion tax. 3 of our guests have houses worth £2 million plus. Under Labour plans, that could mean an extra monthly bill of 250 quid if they win the next election. More if your house is worth over 3 million. So who's coming to dinner? He might be a property millionaire, but he goes everywhere by bike. First to arrive is Anthony from exclusive Muswell Hill.
Mansion tax, I think it's a great idea. It's going to help us to bring about a much more equal society.
Next up, David. Easy does it. He's a semi-retired accountant from trendy Camden.
The mansion tax is a badly conceived tax. It's an annual tax on the value of your home, which doesn't produce any income to pay it.
Dinner guest number 3. This dapper-looking gent is Alex, a millionaire businessman with a £2 million pad in the country and a flat in NW1.
What annoys me most about mansion tax is rich people, and particularly rich people in the media, bleating on about it.
And our glamorous host this evening, Yolanda. She's the odd one out, with a house in East Finchley worth a paltry 1.8 million. As things stand, she won't be hit by the tax, but she's still got strong views.
The mansion tax, I think, is unfair, as we do pay already a lot of tax.
Hello, Yolanda.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
A lovely place you've got. On the menu this evening, quiche, couscous, and a healthy side salad of debate. So Yolanda, before we eat anything, can we have a quick nosy round?
Yeah, of course you can.
You've been here how long now?
30 years approximately.
30 years.
Absolutely.
Wow. Look at the proportions. This is 1930s, classic 1930s house, isn't it? Big, wide hallways.
This is my sitting room.
And your sitting room. And upstairs, how many bedrooms?
4.
Do you know the value of the place now?
I think in the region of 1718.
So possibly £1.8 million.
Yes.
Yolanda's home's lovely, but it doesn't feel like a mansion. And as a pensioner, she says there's no way she can afford an extra 250 quid a month in tax.
Well, I think the problem is that England is becoming less and less fair.
But how does a mansion tax help that?
It starts restoring the balance. Those who have been lucky enough or hard-working enough should pay up.
The tax would hit roughly 50,000 properties, or 0.5% of all homes, mostly in London. It could raise £1.2 billion a year for the government to spend on things like the NHS. Anyone hit by it who's on less than £42,000 a year could put off paying it until either they sell up or pass the house on after their death. When someone very poor has a bill that lands on their doorstep that they can't afford, they really don't have the options, do they? And when people who own a £2 million house have a bill that lands on their doorstep, they do have options because they've got this wealth.
London is a network of communities, of people who live in their communities, who shop locally, who have friends locally. This is all going to be destroyed. It is not their fault that these property have gone up so much in value, and you, both of you don't seem to get it.
I don't care about rich people. When people are on food stamps and food parcels, and there's a large amount of this, there's a million people, and let me finish, there's a million people in the underclass in this country whose lives are destroyed by poverty. We're sitting in affluent Finchley in a £2 million house, and I'm sorry, whining about £3,000 a year. I don't feel sorry for you, and I don't think many people in this country feel sorry for you. Shut up and pay up.
Not feel sorry for myself, I feel sorry for people like myself in my position.
Many things are wrong in our society, and it would be great to put them right. Unfortunately, creating a new wrong, which would be this tax, doesn't improve things. It just makes things worse.
Who wants to be a millionaire? I don't.
Mansion tax was originally a Lib Dem idea, and they still back it. The Conservatives are against it, but have introduced a new sliding scale for stamp duty on property. Home time.
I have not changed my mind about the mansion tax, and I think it's not a very unfair tax.
It was an interesting dinner party, and I think that Alex won the point. Well, even if he was a little personal in calling David a whiner.
Dinner party's over. Alex didn't really wind me up that much. I think I got my arguments over. I'm just a Londoner who wants to go on living in his house. I don't want to be forced out.
So I'm sitting at the end of this thinking what I thought at the beginning, which is rich people always complain about paying taxes. I just hate rich people whining, and that's all the mansion tax is about. It's ridiculous.